Good evening and happy Hanukkah. We'd like to welcome everyone to the Chabad of Nashville who's been hosting. This is our 20th year since we've been lighting menorahs. We started this in 2003 with Mayor Bill Purcell at the Riverfront Park. And welcome all of the community leaders. Our mayor, this is his 4th year lighting the menorah. God bless him to continue. We should be back here together next year, God willing. I want to welcome the Jewish community leaders here. Mr. Scott O'Neill on behalf of the Jewish Federation, Cindy Gold on behalf of the JCC, Rabbi Shana Mackler on behalf of the Temple, and all the other rabbis that couldn't be here, and Rabbi Shulman from the Temple, and all the other rabbis that wherever they may be, and our 2 yeshiva interns, and all of our dear friends that are here on this very special evening. Tonight we join millions of people around the world who are lighting a menorah without any fear of discrimination here in our great country, United States of America. And we are thankful that we can do this here as we have the freedom to celebrate and enjoy our festival publicly and proudly here at Public Square. And this, my friends, is the same freedom won by the Maccabees over close to 2,000 years ago in Jerusalem. We all know this past year has been a very challenging year with so much war around the world, economic turmoil, and so many lives have been turned upside down. And there's been a poisonous hatred of anti-Semitism rearing its way in a way that we have not seen for many decades. And that is why we are all gathered here tonight to celebrate the Festival of Lights, to light up the night. Nashville is not just going to be known as the It City, but tonight it is the Lit City. I want everyone to point at the menorah for a moment. Now you may all be pointing up there, but actually, turn around and point at yourself, because we are the greatest source of light that there is. Because think about it, how did we all survive in the past 2 or 3 years of the pandemic? We all looked deep inside within ourselves to find that little spark, that little light that was hidden within ourselves. And this is what happened during the story of Hanukkah. The Maccabees came into a desecrated holy temple, and they couldn't find any oil to light the menorah, for all the oil has been defiled by the Greeks. Yet miraculously, they found one small jug just to illuminate the temple for one night. And that one little flask of oil represents that little light that's deep within each of us. And even though it might seem so small, and we might think we have no impact on this community, on the world, but if each one of us looks deep inside within ourselves and creates that spiritual light, a spark, that little spark that creates goodness and kindness. Can you imagine the 1 million+ people that live here in Middle Tennessee will add another deed of goodness and kindness by not just lighting the menorah, by watching what's going on, but by participating in your own home, lighting that candle on every night of Hanukkah, doing another deed of goodness and kindness. And that's how we are going to make Nashville the lit city. So we are gathered here tonight with many important people, leaders from our community, who are going to share greetings on behalf of their organizations, and we would like to bless them all with much success in all of their endeavors as they lead our community. I'd like to encourage all those that are watching at home, don't just watch, participate, put out your menorah on your table, so when the mayor lights the menorah here tonight, you light the menorah with him and create that light so we can be the lit city. It's my honor to introduce to you Mr. Scott O'Neill, representing the Jewish Federation and Jewish Foundation of Nashville in Middle Tennessee.
Thank you, Rabbi. Good evening. My name is Scott O'Neill, and I'm the Foundation Director for the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville. On behalf of our board and our staff and our entire community, happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah celebrates that miracle that Rabbi was speaking of a day's supply of oil that miraculously burned for 8 days. That is why we light the Hanukkah, the menorah, on each night for 8 nights. Hanukkah also celebrates action. Men and women who are willing to stand up and fight in the face of enormous obstacles to ensure that their faith would survive and be passed on l'dor vador from generation to generation. As a line from a favorite Hanukkah song goes, like those who came before us, we must burn brightly too. Our world is full of much darkness. For Jews, an added darkness is the dramatic rise in anti-Semitism over the past few years. Anti-Semitism reached an all-time high an all-time high in the United States in 2021, averaging 7 incidents a day, a 34% increase from the previous year, and 2022 has been on pace to be even worse. Even though we are only 2% of the population, Jews are the #1 target of religious-based hate crimes. Despite these dramatic increases, surveys show that most non-Jews are unaware of the increase in anti-Semitism, the severity of these anti-Semitic attacks, and the toll that such rampant anti-Semitism takes on the day-to-day lives of American Jews. That is why the Jewish Federations of North America has begun to focus on anti-Semitism during Hanukkah with our Shine a Light on Anti-Semitism program. Anti-Semitism is not an abstract concept, and it's not something that just happens in faraway places. Just a couple of months ago, vile anti-Semitic flyers were distributed in several Nashville neighborhoods. Last year, parents of soccer players shouted insults at a Jewish player on a local team. There have been numerous anti-Semitic incidents at on the Vanderbilt campus this fall. Each and every month, we receive multiple reports of incidents at local schools. Anti-Semitism is an existing and ongoing problem, and we all have to work collectively to own our piece of it and our piece of the fight. The current hyper-partisan environment of our country does a tremendous disservice to everyone fighting anti-Semitism and all forms of oppression. The rush to call out the bad behavior on the other side blinds us to our own group's transgressions. And have no doubt, anti-Semitism exists on all sides and in every level of our political spectrum. Anti-Semitism thrives when we only call out the bad behavior of the other side, making excuses or ignoring that same bad behavior when it is perpetrated by someone we care for, someone we respect, or someone who meets our political needs. We must be equal opportunity in our calling out of anti-Semitism wherever we see it. When it's in the form of a friend's social media post, when it's in the form of a colleague's joke at work, and when it is in the form of statements and deeds from members of our own political parties. There is no acceptable level of anti-Semitism, just like there is no acceptable level of racism or sexism or any other oppressive system. Locally, the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville works every day to fight the threat of anti-Semitism. In the past several months, we have launched a new program with high school students in which Jewish students go into local schools to answer questions about Judaism from their peers. We've also begun a program in partnership with the American Jewish Committee to train Jews to go into Christian churches to talk about anti-Semitism. We will continue to shine a light on anti-Semitism through these and other programs in 2023. It is vitally important that we stand together as a community in the face of all these threats, to be united and not divided. Please commit to joining me in our ongoing efforts. Educate yourself. Call out anti-Semitism wherever you see it. For the non-Jews here, commit to be an ally to the Jewish community. Let's focus on building each other up and not tearing each other down. Thank you to everyone for attending tonight. We are grateful to Mayor Cooper and everyone in the mayor's office for ensuring that this year's city's celebration of the Festival of Lights is open and welcoming to all. May the lights we kindle tonight shine for all the world to see, and may we each light a light in ourselves, recognizing that we are all B'Tselem Elohim, created in the image of God. Like those who came before us, we, all of us, must burn brightly too. Thank you. Cindy Gold, President of the Gordon Jewish Community Center, is next.
Thank you, Scott and Rabbi Teitel, for those very important words. I'm Cindy Gold, current president of the Gordon Jewish Community Center.
And I'm Andrew Fishman, the director of Camp Davis. We're so happy to join y'all tonight and bring holiday greetings from the JCC, where we strive to connect, convene, and create community.
We are so proud to be a part of the greater Nashville community, and especially thankful to Mayor Cooper for his focus on diversity and inclusion.
We also appreciate his support of our programs, specifically visiting us during our Jewish Art and Music Fest last month, which was a lot of fun, where he also reminded us that he was a JCC dad back in the day.
Yay! On behalf of the Gordon JCC, we wish everyone a wonderful Hanukkah and a happy, healthy 2023. Thank you.
would like to call upon Vice Mayor Schulman to share his remarks.
So I have learned a great deal about the celebration of Hanukkah over the years. Being the son of parents that were both Jewish, I maybe should have known more, but my parents didn't practice, so I grew up without a lot of knowledge about the celebration of Hanukkah. But I love the history behind the celebration. I love the songs about Hanukkah, love the meaning of Hanukkah and what it represents. But I learned something the other day that I must have missed. Joel Abramson is here. There he is. So one of the things many Jewish people will do to mark the occasion will be eating lots of oily foods. And I didn't know this, but that includes jelly donuts. Maybe I did know, because jelly donuts have always been one of my favorite foods. But now with this newfound knowledge, I have one more reason to be eating them. Because it serves as a reminder of the burning of the oil obviously the oil became symbolic with the lighting of the menorah and the 8 nights. For that reason, oily foods are seen as a remembrance of that happening. But apparently eating jelly donuts was not always the chosen food. Apparently there was some politics involved, just like with everything else. The Israeli trade union body, back many years ago, advocated for jelly donuts because it was more difficult to make them than other fried foods, meaning that there would be more work available for the members of that union. It kept people working. The making of jelly donuts increased the workload and added to the enjoyment of many people. This push by the trade union resulted in the jelly donuts emerging as one of Israel's most popular Hanukkah foods. For whatever reason, I am glad personally that happened. So here's to a happy Hanukkah to everyone, and to more jelly donuts to all, including me. Thank you.
It is our honor to call upon Mayor Cooper to share his formal Hanukkah greetings for the city of Nashville. Mayor Cooper.
Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you, Vice Mayor. I'm never going to look at a jelly donut quite the same again. And to Karen Johnson and Councilman O'Connell and our Chief Drake, who are here. This is a great honor to host this year's annual Menorah lighting ceremony. But I'm also grateful for the words that we have to come together as a community to denounce that we just can't believe that it's 2022 and we still have to say these words, to denounce anti-Semitism. But Hanukkah is a special time of year when the Jewish community in Nashville can come together as one to remember, celebrate, and worship. And I'm grateful to all 5 congregations, as well as the Gordon Jewish Community Center, as a former JCC dad, the Jewish Federation, and Akiva. They're all represented here tonight. And it's a powerful display of unity from the Jewish community and something that we can all celebrate. And I would like to thank the Rabbi here. We are deeply appreciative of your work and efforts and for keeping this tradition going for 2 decades. And being one of the first to establish a public menorah lighting in Nashville. Would also like to thank Rabbi Mackler, Cindy Gold, thank you for your words, Scott O'Neill, for your inspiring words also, of the Jewish Federation and the Jewish Foundation of Nashville and Middle Tennessee, and for Nahim Iya for this incredible performance that we're going to hear in a moment. And tonight and over the next 6 days, families across Nashville will gather around their menorahs, light the candles, and remember the miracle of this holiday. Now, I hope it's also going to be a time for all of us to appreciate the miracles in our own lives. The original Hanukkah story is one of remarkable Jewish resilience. In the face of religious and cultural persecution, under the Assyrian and Greek Empire, the Jewish people revolted. By rededicating their temple, they affirmed quite clearly who they were and what they stood for as a people. Elie Wiesel once wrote, "Without memory, there is no culture. Without memory, there would be no civilization, no society, and no future." And I'm honored to be here with you to remember, to celebrate God's blessings on His people, and to thank God for His grace over the past year, and to ask that His enduring faithfulness keep us safe and shine a light in all of our lives. Deputy Mayor Haywood and I now extend to you shalom and happy Hanukkah, and to our great future as a city going forward, one that's going to be free of discrimination, one that is going to be available to all her people, and to have the brightest future that any city can have in America, with partners and leaders like those gathered here today. Thank you, and thank you, Rabbi.
We are now going to honor the mayor. We're going to climb up our 12 feet representing the 12 tribes of the Jewish people, all gathered here from around the community to light. Tonight is the second night of Hanukkah. We will be lighting the shamash in the middle and then the other two candles. We're not the tallest guys. Yes. A little bit higher, so it'll be easier for the mayor. This is gonna be okay? Okay. Hold on a second. I'm gonna make the blessing and you can start lighting, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh. Let me help you, host.
All right, I'll help you.
Okay. This candle represents the shamash, the server candle. Every night of Hanukkah, this candle stands above them all and lights all the others. And this represents the mayor, who is a step above all, and who is the server who represents us, who's been chosen by God to be this mayor. And that's why he lights the middle candle, and that we are all inspired by his deeds of goodness and kindness. And every night of Hanukkah, we add another candle to make this city the lit city. So, Mayor, if you can reach out. Chanukah Tayach. If you know this melody, I have a little dreidel. I made it. Come on, let's hear everybody. Hey, when it dries. Even the mayor knows, as being a dad at the JCC, you gotta know that. Play a dreidel. I made it out of clay. And when it dries and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall. The mayor got the Jewish Nahora here. Dreidel, I made it out of clay. Hey, oh, when it dries and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Friends, we have gifts of dreidels and chocolate geld for everybody. We're going to come down. We have a special menorah gift. We're going to hear from Rabbi Mackler some greetings and blessings. So as Mayor, hold on tight. All right, you're ready. Don't worry, you can make what. Hold on. Mayor, when you're connected above to God, you don't fall down below. Yes. Okay, we'll make it down. I'm just gonna. We're gonna present the mayor. Want me to take that from you, Mayor? I'm gonna present you with a little gift here. Okay. Sure. Just present you with a. On behalf of the Jewish community, for the mayor's collection of menorahs, we're going to like to present the mayor as he goes home tonight with his family to light the menorah, not just a public one, but his own home should be filled with light, blessing, peace, prosperity, joy, happiness, and good health, and much success in all of your endeavors. Congratulations, Mayor, on your 4th year of lighting the menorah. We're now going to turn to Rabbi Shana for her remarks.
On behalf of the Temple and the Nashville Board of Rabbis and Cantors, I want to express our gratitude for Mayor Cooper, Vice Mayor Schulman, and everyone in the mayor's and vice mayor's offices, to our fellow congregations and community partners for making tonight happen, and for the words that they shared, and the music, Nehemiah. As we honor our past struggles and the light that has kept our people together, we know that the miracle of Hanukkah is more than just the oil burning for 8 days. The true miracle was the rededication of the temple and the continuity of our people and our traditions for thousands of years. The miracle does not end after 8 nights, if we commit to seeing and tending that light long after. If we continue to rededicate ourselves to our faith, to our purpose, to our family, our community, and our city, if we rededicate ourselves to right action and to paying attention, to tasks we may have abandoned and to promises we must keep. If we rededicate ourselves to repair our bruised and broken world, the miracle will continue when we rededicate ourselves to standing up against hatred and anti-Semitism and to standing with our allies as we increase that light of goodness and hope together. With each candle we light, we rededicate ourselves to finding common ground and creating that connection. And in the fullness of the light, we rededicate ourselves to living and acting in alignment with our highest values, to light, to love, to justice, and to peace. As we depart tonight, may this be what lights the path for all of us. Amen. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. And we sang about dreidels, and the vice mayor spoke about donuts, but we got chocolate donuts here for you. And so please help yourself with Hanukkah gifts and donuts and dreidels and some Hanukkah gelt. You know, may God willing, stock market goes up from chocolate, becomes silver. But there's Hanukkah gelt dreidels. We want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. Go home, light your own menorahs, create light, and as we said, let us make this the lit city. Happy Hanukkah, and thank you, everyone, especially our dear mayor. God bless you all.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov